Friends, let's look at it the reasons for the lifestyle disorders. What are the lifestyle disorders? Fatty liver, obesity, diabetes, blood pressure, PCOS, etc. Let's look at it. Body is made up of 40 trillion cells. Body has 40 trillion cells. When we get the diseases, when the cells start dysfunctioning. Why do they start dysfunctioning? Because of primarily four reasons. One is toxins. What is not required, you are giving it. Another is nutritional deficiency. What is required, you are not providing. Third is lack of activity, physical activity. We are not doing any physical activity. Fourth is the chronic stress, anxiety, and fear. These are the four causes which will cause the cells to start dysfunctioning. If you broadly look at it, 9 points. Lack of hydration. People don't take water. Minimum 3 to 4 liters is required. Constipation, unable to pass the bowel movement, unable to pass the stools easily. At least two bowel movements a must in a day. Insulin resistance and pre-diabetes. This is also one of the reasons. Eating too much of carbohydrates and eating too many times in a day. Number of times one eats in a day. Inflammatory foods and stimulants. Anything packaged food, and then you have this dairy, ice creams, cool drinks. All these are all absolutely not required. And stimulants like alcohol, coffee, tea, they cause inflammation in the body. The lack of nutritious food. We just looked at it. What is the lack of nutritious food? Any food is cooked is devoid of mostly the nutrients. At least one time one should have uncooked food. That's what is the lack of nutritious food. And this specifically B12 and D vitamins are off late very low for many people. I have looked at many reports, more than 100 reports. I find majority of the people are short of these B12 and D vitamin. These are the levels 500 to 700, though that minimum is only 290 or 300, and D vitamin is also around 30, but these are the ideal ranges one should maintain. Sedentary life, we looked at it, a minimum of 40 minutes of brisk walk, exercise, etc. is required. 7 hours night sleep is another big issue. Negative emotions like chronic stress, anxiety, fear, and all these things, what they cause? They cause chronic inflammation in the body and hormonal imbalance, which in turn cause cells are dysfunctioning. Once cell starts dysfunctioning, you get all sorts of health problems. What are all the health problems like heart disease, dementia, stroke, high cholesterol, high blood pressure, fatty liver, diabetes, stroke? All these things can happen because of cells dysfunction. Now, let's look at quickly what are the fundamentals are there. See, drink 3 to 4 liters water every day without fail. Two bowel movements, two times one has to go to the stools every day. 45 minutes brisk walk and 7 hours sleep at night every day. These four are, friends, non-negotiable. Absolutely non-negotiable. Now, how do we put them into action? So I'll just give you the daily schedule very quickly to you. Immediately after waking up in the morning, whatever time you get up, drink 1 liter water and focus to go to the first stools. Once you finish your stools, then go for 45 minutes of brisk walk. Once you return from the brisk walk, take 5 minutes rest, drink once again 1 liter water, and go for the second stools. Two bowel movements in the morning, and you have already taken 2 liters in two different installments, will make your body absolutely detoxified. Avoid inflammatory foods. All of you know, friends, processed, packaged, animal-based food, dairy and stimulants like coffee, tea, alcohol to be stopped or avoided reduced to the minimum. Eat only twice in a day when you are hungry and maintain the same timings. Remember, friends, here you decide when you are feeling hungry and try and maintain the same timings because it depends on your convenience, depending on your work. So you decide. But in a day, you must eat only twice in a day. And then important thing, friend, about water. See, don't drink water 20 minutes before eating food, while eating, and until 2 hours after eating food. Remember, friends, if you drink water on an empty stomach, it gets absorbed in a span of 20-30 minutes. So it's necessary that this is the way you should follow the water intake. Now, after eating the first meal, before second meal, whatever time you are taking it, Just try and finish 1 to 2 liters of water in between two meals. And that too, don't drink at one go. Just a glass here, the glass there, like that. Throughout the between two meals, just take 1 to 2 liters water. Remember, friend, nothing in between two meals except water. It's very, very important. Now, let us understand. People think that, okay, I'm having some nuts or I'm having some juice. No, anything other than water is food. Remember that, which requires digestion and which in turn causes your sugar and insulin spike. So, if you can follow this alone, I'm sure you will benefit. Fasting once in 15 days is an excellent idea. It will detox your liver and it improve your immunity. So how to do that? You can either try with the simple drinking water. If you are not able to do that, you can have a few times coconut water, or alternately you can have honey and lemon water, friends. Chronic stress impairs your sleep. See, remember that. Immunity and health. Practice yoga, meditation, prayer, and gratitude. Suppose you are stressed chronically, so find solution, find ways to get rid of the stress. Be insulin sensitive. These are the blood test, friends. I suggest you take fasting sugar, fasting insulin. If you do that, we can find out your insulin resistance, and your HbA1c should be below 5.6%. As we discussed, this both D vitamin and B12 must be maintained in this range. This is an ideal range, healthy range, friends. D vitamin 60 to 80 nanogram per milliliter. B12 should be 500 to 900 pg per ml. Now look at, friends, if you are very keen to have a good health, out of these two meals, make sure that you take at least one meal uncooked meal. What is uncooked meal? You can have sprouts, fruits, seasonal fruits, coconut, dates, etc. Right, friends? So, friends, this is what I have achieved in the last 8 years. I have been not, I was taking 12 medications last 11 years, 12 years, I don't take any medication. And these are all the benefits I have. These are the great gurus who you can watch them on the YouTube, friends. Excellent resources. You can listen to their talks and enhance your understanding. These are the people who have followed this daily schedule, which I have just now proposed. I'm sure you'll benefit out of that, friends. Friends, remember, knowledge and discipline are the gateways to your health. Thank you very much, friends. I'm sure you'll benefit out of this. Happy